All right, Shalom. First, I'd like to start by saying all praise to Yahweh Bashim Shai, double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth with sincerity. Now, this lesson here is just a couple of scriptures on this whole face recognition thing. I'm just bringing out some scriptures, go into a little more detail on it. Apostle Tahar just made a lesson up on it. I was like, I might as well go in a little bit more further. You know, but ultimately, it's the gateway to the RFID chip. You know, and the bringing in of the new world order. So I'm gonna start with and I'm gonna show you a video because they're gonna have it to where the lady gonna break it down. Slave, Judah slave. She gonna break it down and everything on how they tried trying to perfect it, and ultimately it's already being perfected, but it's just their way of saying, they trying to get everybody incorporated into the society, to be up under this face recognition thing, and people willingly give up their faces, through Facebook, through these other social media, Snapchats, um, but yeah, I'm going to bring in these couple scriptures. This is Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 6. It says, "Wherefore a lion out of the forest shall slay them, and a wolf of the evening shall spoil them." Right, and that's talking about Esau police force, man. As you can see, Jacob getting gunned down and getting slayed, every which way you turn, man. It's going to be worse when that time come, though. It says, "Everyone that goeth out thence shall be torn in pieces, because there." Hold on, Slakia. Oop, I skipped the point. This is the point though. A leopard shall watch over their cities, right? And Esau's police force is using these social medias and these Snapchat programs and this face recognition and all of that to watch over the cities, man. It ain't just the police patrolling your neighborhood. They got I forgot, they got a specific term for it. I made a lesson on a while back. I think it was electronic policing or something to that effect. But how the police watching everybody. That's why they setting up all the cameras. All the cameras are made to have face recognition, man. And they came out with this information, um, a long time ago after the Twin Towers fell. But how Esau do it, they always have it on the books, man. They got it. They call it deep facing, and I know it's probably like another term to it, but deep facing just being able to put your face in 3D and capture all your emotions and everything, man. But this just to bring it into the New World Order, because pretty soon, how Esau do it, it's called gradualism. After them phases, they gonna implement the chip, and now they ain't, if you ain't got one, you're gonna be put to death. That's gonna be the new way to monitor everything. But it says, and also if you do get one, you're gonna be put to death, because ultimately, when Yahweh Shai come back, he gonna put everybody to death that got that chip, man. Over here in America, man. It says, "Wherefore a lion out of the forest shall slay them, and a wolf of the evening shall spoil them. A leopard shall watch over their cities. Everyone that goeth out thence shall be torn in pieces, because their transgressions are many, and their backslidings are increased." Right, and Jake, love the society. They want to fit into society. Her perspective is coming from her trying to, be equal rights with a little bit of what is it, feminism in it, But yeah, you gonna see it. I'm gonna put the video up. Um, my next scripture. This is Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 68. It says, "For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you." Right, and that's talking about Esau troops, man. His FEMA troops, man. FEMA is specifically for disaster events and everything, and hauling people off to the concentration camps, man. when that time comes, because since this is the gateway for the face scanner into the RFID chip, when the time comes for them to pass off the RFID chip, they're gonna be having these troops go around everybody up, and a lot of these events that's gonna happen, as far as like forest fires, floods and all that stuff, gonna be man-made in that day, man. Some of it's gonna be man-made, some of it's not, man. But just know that Esau gonna come in with his troops and haul everybody up to them concentration camps, though. It says, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. Right, and that's that RFID chip, man. And like the Lord said, Israel transgressions are many. A lot of Israelites are going to take that RFID chip, man. It says, with things offered unto idols, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. So even if you do take the RFID chip, man, you still going to be put to death in that day, man. It says, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Right, and that's the police force is going to be coming after the Lord's elect in that day also, man. It says, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Right, home invasions. It says, then shall they be known who are my chosen. Right, so if you ever been in a raid, man, just prepare to get a raid times 100 in that day. It says, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. Right, so you see the Lord's elect gonna be going through it also, man, when that day comes. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Right. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide. Right, and guide how? By us knowing these scriptures, man, because these scriptures, like the scriptures say, knowledge, wisdom, going to be the stability of thy time, man. So if you know that this facial, recognition is a gateway to the RFID chip, and then the concentration camps and the FEMA troops come kicking in the doors and everything, you on the road. You on the road. Just pray and give diligence to make sure that your calling election is sure, man. That's all we can do at this point. But yeah, I want to read back at this scripture. It says, it says, hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Right, so in that day, that's going to be the day of Jacob's trouble when they pass out the RFID chip, man. And the only ones that's going to be saved during that time is the Lord's elect. So the Lord is the one that's going to, sanction death and all of that. Because, another thing that she mentioned in the video, right? Her whole point was that, let me see. I was going to put the video at the end, but I might as well just play it now.
Bias, also implicit bias, embedded in human language, which is reflected to machines. And this does not have to be just language. This can be, for example, images or speech.
Or faces. They're how humans recognize each other. When computers try facial recognition, they sometimes fall short.
So my first encounter with algorithmic bias...
See, as you can see, they got the Rainbow Coalition. Esau keep his agenda going. Keep that in everybody's subconscious and conscience. Then you got the nigger woman.
Bias happened when I was an undergraduate studying computer science. I was working on a social robot. So if you're going to be social, you need to see your partner. Unfortunately, my robot had a hard time detecting me, and I found it was a lot easier to borrow my roommate's face.
MIT grads.
Right. Point right there, man. The robot, it was hard for the robot to detect her. And that day, man, you will be blessed if these, and that's really gonna be for the Lord's elect more so, but that these robots don't detect you, because they're gonna be out for people that don't have the RFID chip, man. They gonna lock the whole America down, man. America gonna get it the worst out of all the nations. If you take a look at what's going on across seas and how the uproars of the people and how them prophecies is coming to pass, then you will wish that them facial recognitions computers don't pick you up. They got them all on the highways and everything, man. I used to work, me and our elder of the camp, Yacht, Yohanan used to work at a factory where we made them cameras for them people, man. And that was a couple of years ago. I think about 5, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we made them cameras for them people that they put on the highways, and that's when they really start coming out announcing that, we doing this, we doing that. But you know how Esau be already 10 steps ahead of everybody. They be already having them. But we were just in a factory where they was making them cameras, man. Hold on. A couple more scriptures real quick. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 8, verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the later time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. Right, so it's going to be many miseries, done to the people that walk in this world, man. It's going to be starvation. It's going to be police gunning people down. They military forces gunning people down. People getting their heads chopped off. Diseases rampant everywhere and everything, man. A lot of these people going to be found by what? These cameras, though, man. Just to jump back on topic, because they're going to have facial recognition going on. See, if you ain't, look, they already got it in the system as far as all your pictures, because you be on social media, you be on FaceTime, you be on the chats, you be, they got your face already, man. You helped them with that already, right? So you not having a chip is going to easily be picked up, because they're going to know who has a chip and who doesn't have a chip. Man, you're not going to be walking around this town like, I'm getting away. No, they got cameras set up for your face already. They already know who you are. It says, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the later time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. Right, because they walked in great pride. And the pride is not, following out the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Bible. Esau swore in, on the Bible, said he was going to uphold the Bible, and taught everybody religion. It says, but understand thou for thyself, and seek out the glory of such that be like thee. Right, just the elect, though. All right.
Found it was a lot easier to borrow my roommate's face.
MIT grad student Joy Buolamwini is the founder of the Algorithmic Justice League. She says that she was inspired by her own experiences with discriminatory AI.
I was struggling to have my face detected and pulled out a white mask, and the white mask was easier to detect than my face. And so I decided to do a bit more investigation, and I found that the training data that's being used for facial recognition.
Right, so she actually helped them pick up on Jake's face and everything, man. Because you know how the elites do it. They we are a special people. The Lord has it to where we built stronger, we suffer more, and a lot of this technology and stuff that they have don't work on us. That be us, being delivered, man. That's how Esau wasn't able to wipe us out completely, because the Lord was always with us. But you always got some sellout, Uncle Tom, or Aunt Jemima, to come help the devil and his cause, to keep us down or to kill us off, because they think that they're going to have a seat in the society, man. And we got a lot of history on that happening, man. From our biblical history to the history that's now today, man. And it's all biblical, because it's just everything reincarnated.
Isn't as representative of the variety of human skin tones and facial structures.
In other words, many facial recognition systems use the same data sets. If those sets contain mostly white faces, all the products that use that data can inherit those same biases. In 2009, an HP webcam came with facial.
So in actuality, they really just came out with, the elites know to incorporate Jake in some of these societies, because they need our help with some of this shit, but they know not to, put us on a higher level with it. But as far as the other racist factions of life that don't know, they actually helping them get in the gateway by having at least 1 or 2 niggas around them to help further their technology, man. That's how they was able to build this place up through us.
Tracking software, but it couldn't pick up on black faces. HP attributed the issue to contrast recognition in certain lighting. 8 years later, FaceApp lightens dark skin when the hot filter is applied. FaceApp apologized, telling The Guardian that it is an unfortunate side effect of the training set bias.
Algorithmic bias can also lead to discriminatory practices because artificial intelligence is now increasingly used for high-stakes decision making. So whether or not you get a loan or insurance, or if you get a particular job opportunity, algorithms are being used to make these decisions, and even how long somebody might spend in prison.
When tech has a role in making life-altering decisions, you might be wondering why it's being sold to the masses before it's really ready. Oftentimes, ethics play catch-up when it comes to innovation. But should we wait for that perfect AI?
I guess we need to change how we think about technology, because artificial intelligence will probably become perfect when humans are perfectly unbiased, and I'm not sure if that will ever happen. Given that we have to deal with this right now, we have to change the way that we are interacting with technology to make sure that it's fair to everyone.
It's hard for a lot of
Right, so go ahead and incorporate everybody in the technology, even though you don't want to, but this is not, the lower level Masons, y'all don't understand. It's of the elites. The elites going to make sure that this happened because the Lord going to make sure that this happened. But the Lord is the one that's going to be sanctioning who gets picked up by these cameras, who takes the RFID chip, all of the above, man. And then, death comes with taking RFID chip. And death comes without taking the RFID chip, man. Just depending on who you are in that day, is your outcome going to be for life, as far as for righteousness' sake, being delivered to be a king, or, for being a 2/3 or one of these heathens, man. But, yeah, okay, I'm going to jump back into the lesson. This is, Psalms chapter 68. Is it Psalms 68? Yeah. Yeah, Psalms chapter 68, verse 20. 20. It says, he that is our power is the power of salvation. And unto the Most High, the Lord, belongeth the issues from death, right? So the Lord going to determine who get put to death in that day, man. And there's going to be a lot of death going around, man. You of the Lord's elect, you're going to be protected from that. But all in all, some of us might be put to death for it. But we're going to still going to be raised up, like the scriptures say. All right, this is 2 Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made, right? And these are signs, man. This whole JetBlue facial recognition, everything is a sign that the RFID chip, as far as the RFID chip is already here, but as far as it getting pushed on the ultimate level, this is the sign to that gateway, because they putting these this technology in these in everybody's life, and as far as from airports, various different jobs, convenience stores, all of that. Them implementing it is just a sign that the chip is just around the corner, man. It says, then shalt thou understand that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made, right? And we see that happening all over the world right now, from the uproars, the famines, the floods. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars, of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Right. So this was spoke even in the beginning, man. Let me see how far I'm gonna take this. It says, for like as all that is made in the world have the beginning and the end is manifest, right? And we see the end coming because of the prophecy. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders, and powerful works and endings and effects and signs, right? It says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works, right? The way you're gonna be saved is by doing this truth, promoting this word, man. And it says, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, right? For I am sanctified them, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning, right? The Lord's elect, right, man? So, the ending of this thing is the deliverance of the Lord's elect, as well as the destruction of America. And the more technology that they come out with, that for facial recognition and, upgrading from online online money and all that, them are closer steps to this society being ended, man. But only the elect knows it. That's why Scripture says, "Seek out those that be like thee, that know this type of information, man." But that's it for the lesson. I went in the spirit on a lot of it. But this all praise Yahweh Shema Shai. But that's it for the lesson. Double honors to those and apostles that rule well. Salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth with sincerity. Shalom.